What is up, guys? Doomwake here, and welcome back to some post-ban list Modern. Now, the bird is gone, and that means we are free to play the format again. Grief, also gone. We'll maybe discuss that in later videos. I have some ideas for, Goryo's Vengeance and other stuff that don't have grief in it. But today, we're kind of going to start a little bit simple. So, shout out to Magic Online user Ham and Cheese, who did relatively well in a recent challenge with this particular deck list. And it is a deck that is near and dear to my heart. I also got destroyed by Martin Yuza playing this deck on the MTG Masters, so I'm fully aware of what this deck is capable of, and also not capable of when you Burning Inquiry discard 3 Hollow Ones. But what if you just didn't do that? So let's talk about the deck list. There are some discard enablers, notably Burning Inquiry and Goblin Lore. This is kind of the engine piece, where if you have either of these, you get to discard a whole bunch of cards at random, and then ideally, you keep some number of Hollow Ones in your hand, and then you can cast them. The problem is, as you may or may not see in this video, you don't always keep Hollow Ones in hand. But there is some additional, this deck isn't just Hollow One and that's it. There's a lot of other stuff going on. So first and foremost, you have Orcish Bowmasters in combination with Burning Inquiry, where you make your opponent draw 3 cards, you get a large army token, maybe deal them some damage. That's pretty cool. You also have a good spread of types. So types for Delirium, I guess I should say, where you have Artifact, Enchantment, and Creature. You have Instant, Sorcery, Land, so plenty of types, which means Nethergoyf is very good. And because you're dumping cards so quickly with Burning Inquiry and Goblin Lore, that is going to fuel the Nethergoyf even more. Past all of that, again, sort of leaning in on the Delirium side of things, you have Dragon's Rage Channeler and Mishra's Bauble. I've seen some versions that don't play Channeler and Bauble. They play Inti and Flameblade Adept instead, which I think those are reasonable inclusions, but I really like the ability to not lean as much on the Inquiries and Goblin Lores and just be able to play kind of this this kind of Plan B beatdown deck with Nethergoyf and Channeler. I think that's a really good aspect of this deck. And then the other kind of card that I wanted to touch on here is Detective's Phoenix, which is an MH3 card. Hasn't really seen a ton of playability up until this new Hollow One deck. And what's so good about Phoenix in this deck is the bestow is you have to collect evidence 6, which means that from either you can pay 1 mana and then exile 6 total mana value from your graveyard to bestow it, which would, put it onto the creature, give it +2/+2 flying haste, and then when they kill that creature, you get a 2/2 back. But because you have both Street Wraith and Hollow One as 5 mana cards that can, this one goes to the graveyard for free, this one, if you cast it and they kill it, then that's another card in the graveyard for the Phoenix. So you actually have a decent number of 5 mana cards to pair with any of your 1 mana cards to get that Phoenix, to get the Detective's Phoenix into play. So a lot of cool stuff going on there. There's a couple of Lava Darts just because if you discard it or mill it over with Channeler, then it's a free spell to then trigger Channeler more and so on and so forth. Probably the weakest card in the deck. Would consider maybe trying to replace them moving forward, but it's okay as, just some more stuff that's good to discard to both Inquiry and Goblin Lore. Mana base, nothing too fancy here. Some fetch lands. There's, our required one surveil land, fetch lands, shock lands, nothing too fancy. And then as far as the sideboard is concerned, Thoughtseize, Surgical. I guess we can talk about what they're for. Thoughtseize, mostly here for combo decks. Surgical for graveyard decks. Sphere for Tron and Storm, mostly, those two. There's also been kind of an uptick in Lotus Field, so that good against that deck too. Rain of Gore, so it's weird because Rain of Gore says if a spell or an ability would cause its controller to gain life. Lifelink is not neither a spell or an ability, which means that it's really only good against stuff like Soul Spike, March of Wretched Sorrow, so the mono black deck, and you could maybe talk me into boarding it in against Boros so you can shut off Flage and Guide of Souls. I don't know if I would quite do that, but it is at least something to consider. And then Pyroclasm for the aforementioned Boros deck, as well as Charmaw for Tron. That's it. Pretty simple deck list. A lot of 4-ofs, nothing too fancy going on. This is a deck, like I said, is near and dear to my heart. I played a lot of this deck before looting was banned, and maybe you did too. Let me know in the comments section. And with all of that said, I will see you back here in just a little bit for round number 1. This hand's good, right? I think. This hand's good. True. Dude, the Cowboys are going to win the Super Bowl this year, I'm telling you. Cowboys about to win the Super Bowl. Oh, that's a good point. Okay. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Because now we just have turn 1 Delirium. Got it. It's funny how that works, right? Stop spamming Copium! The Cowboys are the best team in the league. All right, here, okay? If you think the Cowboys are the best team in the NFL, hit the follow button. Shit. Well. Fine, alright, you win. You unfollowed? Stop! No. Come back. No, you can't unfollow. It doesn't. You're not allowed. Okay, you can't unfollow. Stop. All right, give me a burning inquiry. That is not a burning inquiry. Okay. See, I know you guys were already following. It's not. You're cheating. Okay, it's not fair. I feel like we're dead, huh? I think we are in a bad position this game. Oh, it's for the bit. Okay, I see. So wait, you actually do think the Cowboys are the best team then? Because you're following the stream after the fact, right? Sand is gas. I mean, it could be gas. No, I don't know what we're doing. We usually have our draft right around this time, but I haven't gotten a response. I don't even know if we have a full league this year because we've kicked out a lot of people. All right, hear me out. What if we cycle into Burning Inquiry? Interesting. So I can't bestow Phoenix, right? Because you need 6. And I have to use the Dart and the Hollow one. So I only have 1 Surveil land in this deck. I guess we just attack with Goyf Channeler, right? Maybe like cycle this end of turn. Can't really do a lot here. I mean, this hand would have looked a lot better if we drew a Burning Inquiry or a Goblin Lore, but... Yes. Bolt, thank you for the 100 bits. The answer to your question is yes. If you do it 2 more times, they're free. Yeah, cycle 3 Hollow Ones so I can spend 6 mana instead of paying 5 mana for a 4/4. Or I guess you could just discard... Well, wait, no, I could have held, right? Because if I had 5 mana, I could go cycle, cast the 3rd one for 1. Alright. Notably, not a banned card. Not banned, by the way. I think I'm going to hold the Hollow Ones. I mean... This is how the deck works, right? I guess if I'm doing this, I should cycle first, right? Because I can still pay 3 mana for it. It's still better to play this. I'm going to save the Bauble for next turn, though. Actually, you know what? No, I'm not. Because I just want to try and find... I just want to try and find a Burning Inquiry for next turn. Brave Harry, thank you very much for the 13-month resub. Welcome back, Harry. Appreciate the support. All right, I can't target them. All right, fine, go. I'll target myself. I mean, we're very likely dead, but what am I supposed to do about that? It's fine, they just won't kill me this turn. They will simply not kill me. Attack you for 3. Hear me out, okay? I'm cooking. If you have protection from the One Ring, Dragon's Rage Channeler should not be forced to attack. Just saying. Maybe they somehow draw a bunch of cards and then just die to this lava dart. I have no idea. Well, actually, we can find the second lava dart, right? Because we can dart Surveil 1 into the graveyard. 7, 6, 5. I doubt it matters, but is turn 2 Stone Rain good yet? What, like Ponza maybe? I don't know about that. I mean, I guess Ponza is good against the Eldrazi decks, right? We could try it. Thank you for the 45-month resub. That is a long time, and I appreciate the resub, E. Thank you very much. Thank you guys for all the subs today. I appreciate you all being here. Thank you for supporting the stream. I'll make a promise. If we hit the sub goal somehow, I'll put on the wig. The sub goal would be for the wig. Maybe I just want to wear the wig anyways. That is a Primeval Titan. That can't be good for us. Yeah, I guess that's a good point. It's like, how do you make your Ponza deck good against Boros? Ropeburn, thank you for the 37-month resub. Greatly appreciate that, Ropeburn. I assume we're dead, right? What am I playing in place of Grief and Goryo's? See, that's one that I haven't really thought about too much, because without Grief, do you even still want to play Ephemerate? I guess you still do, because it's still good with Atraxa. I don't know. I don't really know what Goryo's should look like. I haven't thought about that. I assume it's still good, but okay? What do you guys think? Do you guys think Goryo's is done? I can't imagine it is. More Frogs and Forces. Weren't they already playing 4 Frogs? You guys think it's dead? I don't know. I mean, it's still powerful. Like turn 2 Atraxa is still really good. Even turn 3 Atraxa. What are you clipping right now? Oh, okay. I see. Jose being weird. Jose, I got a mail day in today. You want to know what my mail day was? It was 4 copies of Windswept Teeth and 4 copies of Malevolent Rumble. It might be your fault. Did you scam me? I think you scammed me. Yeah, I had everything else, so... Actually, it was only 3 Windswept Teeth. I already had 1. Sorry, it was 3 Windswept Teeth. You want to know what else I got? This is like a very, very small thing, but they just look so good compared to the shitty fucking Dusa Ultra ones I had. You can't really tell, but they're LODT Wolves. Just the frame and the foiling, it just hits different compared to the Dusa ones. I don't know if I told you, but I'm going to RBT New York, and I'm just gonna play Lightsworn. I bought a whole bunch of stuff. Like I bought LODT Lilas. I bought Ultra Celestias, Ultra Recharges, Ultra Honest, just like the original printing stuff. It just looks so much better than the reprints. And they're mostly cheap, so. Can I concede this game? I think I can. I'm good. I've seen enough. Alright, so I have 9 cards. That's a lot of cards. Bolts out, darts out. 1 lore. Is Charmaw not good against them? How good is Charmaw against Amulet? Where does the name Edison come from? This is gonna sound not. This is not gonna sound believable. But it was literally a tournament that was held in Edison, New Jersey, back in 2010. So yeah, I'm pretty sure Charmaw is not good against them. I just don't want to play it. Keep this. Let's try that. Yeah, they're really brutal with reprints. By the way, speaking of that, have they reprinted Sub yet? Because I kind of wanted to sell my Substitutes before they got reprinted. This is when you're going to tell me, yes, they've already reprinted it. I got a secret reprint. Oh, you know what? Also, that I saw the other day. Did you see they're bringing back Retro Pack? That looks kind of dope. Hey, Float Mana. Check Swap Frog price now. Oh, wait. Hold on. I have swaps, like regular common swaps. Oh, even the commons, like $5. Let's go. I should have bought more of those. I think I paid like 10 cents for them. Which member? Dismember. Alright, what do you do here? Do you play Sphere or do you jam Goblin Lore? You know what's funny? If I play Sphere first, I actually can't lore into Hollow One next turn, right? Because, well, unless I draw a land, I guess, but that is kind of funny. Or actually, wait, how does that work? Hold on a second. If I discard 3 cards, can I still cast this for free? Because it says it costs 2 less. If it costs 6 from Damping Sphere, it would cost 6 less because I've discarded 3 cards, correct? Okay. Okay, in that case, I'm just going to go Mesa. I'm just going to play Sphere Pass, I think. I just want to get the Sphere into play. I don't want to cast the Goblin Lore this turn because I do not want to discard this card. Yeah, I guess I could also use the Street Wraith too to like get another discount on it. You like what I did after I bombed out of winning an Urza Saga in the top 8. Played Edison. Let's go. I'm glad that I'm like I'm like convincing a lot of other people that Edison's the nuts. It's so good. Shayok, have a good day. Thank you for stopping by. Alright, cycle first. Cycle, not casting a spell. Alright, give me another Hollow One. Well, I found a second Hollow One. Sure did find a second Hollow One. This is why I can't play this deck, by the way. I just can't play this deck. This happens every time. I don't understand. Every single time. Without fail. I am just not... I'm not built to play Hollow One. I mean, we gotta run it back, right? Okay. I discarded a Phoenix. Oh. And now I can't cast a spell because I have Damping Sphere in play. Alright, your turn. Like, imagine how different this game could have been, you know? I could have had 2 Hollow Ones in play this turn, but instead I have none, and I'm missing my land drop and not casting spells. Oh, no. No. Yo, chill, we can talk about this. Woody, we can talk about this. It is so Jover. It is extremely Jover. Alright, hear me out. Ready? Let me cook. Let streamer cook. Let me get a Blood Crypt. Two mana, Burning Inquiry. Get this out of here. Dude, Damping Sphere is so bad in this deck. Like, I want to cast 5 spells every turn. You know? This list doesn't run the Menace Student Inti. No, it's playing Channel or Bauble over those 2 cards. I'm not sure if that's correct, but it's the list that I've seen more people playing, so I wanted to try it out. Alright, I mean, they're at 15. Got a 5/5, maybe. Although, no, I don't have any cards to exile my graveyard. If you want 2 4/4s, why not just play Rhinos? I mean, you bring up a very good point. They're weird. Why are they weird? Justin made a video? Yeah, I would expect Justin to make a video on that. When you let your heart win. They did have a second One Ring. They also have 7 cards in their hand. Well, I would like to cast Nethergoyf. A lot of people have been asking me that question today, Elia. I don't know the answer. I'm wondering if maybe you need to build the deck differently, because, like, obviously with grief in the deck, you had a better reason to play Ephemerate. But I'm almost wondering that without grief, like, do you even still want to play Ephemerate? That's what I'm not sure. Is Soul Spike still viable after bannings? Yeah, I think Mono Black is still fine. I heard Spike was talking about it earlier today, and I think he brought up a good point where grief is good in the Mono Black deck, but it's not like it's not a 100% pivotal piece. You know, like you can certainly build the Mono Black deck without grief, and I don't think it's super difficult. All right, I'm just gonna pack it in. Not sure we'll do that today, but depending on how long these leagues take. I do want to play some creativity, though. We're on the draw with a Street Wraith. This seems fine. Not fantastic, but maybe good enough. Yeah, it seems kind of tough for the workshop decks. Only deck I got together besides Coffers that didn't get touched. Yeah, that's exactly why I want to try creativity. It's one of the few decks that did not have anything happen to it, and one that I think was already pretty good before the announcement. And I don't know how good or bad the deck was against Nadu, but you know, it'll be interesting to see how it plays out. Rhinos spotted. I repeat, Rhinos spotted. I'm just gonna do this. Look, there's at least somebody out here flying the flag. They have Scion? I do have Scion, which is not great for us. But hopefully we can find a copy of, I was just going to say, Burning Inquiry. Oh my goodness. Do you play the land first? Surely you play the land first, right? You think don't play the land? I could force this anyways, right? Alright. Well, good and bad news, opponent. I do have a second one. Problem is I don't actually have a good attack now. But we did get to keep the hollow one, which is nice. Oops. Cast this. Cast this. Go. We still really don't have great attacks, right? I have a 4/4 and a 4/4, and they have a better 4/4. So, yeah. It would have been really good if I resolved the other Burning Inquiry, because then I would have a 7/7. We could play defense with Detective's Phoenix. Not sure if I like that line, but we could do that. Like, bestow and then hold back on blocks. How do you ever beat a Scion? I mean, I don't know. Maybe we need to play some... Wait, they didn't attack? Why didn't they attack? I can't block. Is there a way that I can bestow, keep enough... Oh, you know what I could do? So, how many types? I have creature, enchantment, instant, sorcery. So, if I exile a creature and a sorcery to bestow from hand, I still have 4 types, right? Yeah. Okay, hear me out. Ready? I have an idea. I think I figured out the line. So we go here, exile this and this. I think I figured it out. And I could send everything. Unless their last card is exactly Leyline Binding, this is pretty good. If they have Binding, then I lose the game, but, you know. There's not much I can do about that, right? 6, 10, 14, 15. If they don't block, they're dead. See, everybody in chat was asking how we beat the Scion. I've located how to beat the Scion. I figured it out. It's that easy, huh? Drawing another Street Wraith would be kind of nice, because then I could bestow the one from the graveyard. Alright, do we want any of these cards in our sideboard? Maybe Thoughtseize? Thoughtseize and or Surgical. I think Surgical is a bit too loose. It's probably just Thoughtseize, right? Bolts are bad. I guess I could just cut all the bolts and play one Surgical. Because it's like, I think I'd rather have a Surgical than a bolt. And I want to keep the darts as free spells for Channeler. I think I want to do this. No, unfortunately, Rain of Gore does not hit lifelink. Because it's only triggers off of a spell or ability, and lifelink, like the keyword lifelink, is not an ability. It's it's a keyword, right? Not an ability. There's a difference. That sounds good. We're gonna play some Pioneer at some point. Not today, probably tomorrow. But we will get the Pioneer, don't worry. Yeah, it's a keyword, not an ability. Surely it's Channeler first, right? Channeler into double Thoughtseize. Why do I have to Thoughtseize on one? Oh, because of Scion? Yeah, I guess fine. I guess you're right. I don't like it, but I guess you're right. I hate doing this, but I think I have to. What's up, Sulking? How you doing today? Oh, well, that's bad. That means they definitely have Scion. What? What? Maybe they had one land Scion, and they just tried to high roll the second land? Is that what happened? Maybe. You lied to me? Yeah. Not the first time. Probably won't be the last either. Even before second force. There's no way, right? I mean, I'm topping that. There's no way they're forcing this. Surely, right? Okay, I mean... Yeah, fine. I think I can beat Rhinos. I have to take the Scion for sure. Okay. It's unfortunate, but good beats. So their leftover is Binding. Rhinos plus Binding might be a little tough. Let's see, we draw. Well, we know we're drawing a hollow one, but off of the Burning Inquiry. So there is a world where I could potentially Bowmaster this turn and then set up for Inquiry next turn. The problem is we know their last card is Binding, right? So if they draw nothing, well, whatever, regardless, they're probably going to hold up Binding. And if I Bowmaster and they hold up Binding, and next turn I go Burning Inquiry, they're just going to Binding this. So at that point, I think it's just better to go Inquiry, hoped... I guess I could cast the Nethergoyf first? Because I do kind of want this in play, right? Yeah, okay, let's do that. Because I want to guaranteed have the Nethergoyf in play. Whatever. Okay, that could not have worked out any better, I think, if I tried. Because we have a 4/5 Goyf and a 3/3 Channeler. And we still have pretty good leftovers. Now, I guess the issue is they're just going to binding this. So they kill this, then we trade here. Oh! We discarded their binding. I forgot about that. Right, okay. Well... I could channel or Inquiry, but if their last card's a brick, I don't want to cast Inquiry, right? I'm just going to cast Goblin Lore. Graveyard that. I have Phoenix in the graveyard. And I'm at 14, huh? Alright, I think I'm going to hold on to the Street Wraith. Let's go Mountain. Bestow here. 2, 4, 6, right? Done. And that keeps the 4/5. I guess if I surveil a hollow one to the top, then I can Street Wraith. I don't know, is it worth paying 2 life here? Tree of Antiquity, thank you for the 39-month resub. Happy Band Day indeed. Would you pay 2 life? The thing is, if I go to 11, I'm still not dead to a removal spell, because then I'm at 11, and they have 10. But it just seems unnecessary, right? I'm just going to do this. Then I die to, like, removal spell plus Fire Ice. Should bestow onto the DRC? No, because if I bestow onto the DRC, it's not a 2-turn clock. But if I bestow here, it's 9 damage. Right? I want to put about a 2-turn clock. I don't know if Boats is back Savage, because I still don't love Boats against Phoenix. That matchup is kind of tough for Boats. They're paying costs. I don't like that. Maybe they have Violent Outburst. Do I think Arclight is a modern playable card, because I feel like that card is pretty busted? I know Spike's been playing a little bit of Arclight Phoenix. Like Phoenix Demolich, Faithful Salvaging, that stuff. I do think that Highway Robbery is a pretty big upgrade to that deck. Yeah, I guess you could main deck Herson Boats. I mean, here's the thing. So we've kind of talked a little bit about Pioneer, and one thing that I will mention, because so a lot of people have, like, there are reasons to not like a format that has a very, very clear best deck, right? But one thing that is nice about having a very, very clear best deck, well, except for Nadu, of course, is you can target it, right? There are certain strategies and certain cards that are very good against the best deck. And in the situation of Arclight Phoenix, you know, I mean, it's relatively clear what cards are good against Phoenix. So, I mean, I guess maybe you could sell me on Boats with main deck Hearse. I could buy it. Do I keep this hand? Is Necro Dominance dead? No. No, we're gonna look at Necro Dominance and Gorios, because I want to try building those decks without grief. This hand is really weird, right? I mean, it has Bauble, Fetchland, Street Wraith, which is nice. Like, peek at the top. If it's good, cycle. If it's not, shuffle, then cycle. So it can look at a couple extra cards, which is nice. But it just doesn't do anything, right? Yeah. It's good enough. Good enough, right? I'm just going to Graveyard, looking for second land. Now we're talking. I mean, you know what's going to happen. I'm going to cast Burning Inquiry. I'm going to discard Hollow One, second land, and I'm going to pass with Detectives Phoenix, Orcish Bowmasters in hand. Like, you already know what's going to happen. we don't need to play this out, right? Oh, okay, never mind. I lied. I did discard second land, to be fair. He's cooking. Let him cook. And they have 2 energy. Can we kill them before they can get to 5 energy? Probably, right? It's only bad if they have... Well, I guess they could just have a discharge. Discharge or Second Tune would be kind of bad. Now, worth noting, they discarded 3 lands, which I don't know if that's good or bad, but... That's bad. That's really bad. That's bad. How does Bestow... Okay, this is going to sound like a stupid question. Let me read Wrath. So, Wrath kills the Phoenix and I don't get it back from Bestow, right? Pretty sure that's how that works. Yeah. So, I mean, there's no point in playing the Channeler. I'm just going to attack for 8. Yeah, it kills everything. If we had a land, it would be fine. I could hold up Bowmasters, but we're gonna get cooked. Maybe they don't have a 3rd land? I mean, they did discard 3 of them, so... Goryo's is dead. A lot of people have been asking me that. Is Goryo's dead? Is Mono Black dead? I'm not convinced. I don't think so. I mean, I think that you have to build them a little bit differently. But, like, the core game plan is so strong, where even without Grief, I still think that, like, for Goryo's, the combination of, like, turn 2 Tainted, turn 3 Goryo's plus Ephemerate, the issue is, right, you want to play Ephemerate so that you can blink your Attracts at the turn you Goryo's, but what else are you doing with Ephemerate if you don't have Grief, right? It's, like, kind of awkward. Living End does get a lot worse, yes. Yeah, Ephemerate becomes a bad card, but, like, I don't necessarily think that Ephemerate being bad means that the Goryo's deck is dead. I think there are still other reasons to play the Goryo's deck. Even though you can't do the Ephemerate cheese anymore, there's, like, it's still a reasonable deck, I think. But I think it'll certainly be built a little bit differently. And that's one thing that I want to spend some time on, is building both Goryo's and Mono Black without Grief. I want to see what they look like. Yeah, it's okay with Philagi. I wonder if maybe without Grief you want to play... Like, is there any other good creature that is similar to Philagi that mills on ETB that is good with Ephemerate? I think it's just Philagi, right? Stitcher's Supplier, but that card's bad. Well, the issue with the Otter is it doesn't put him in the graveyard, so it's much worse. Yeah, it puts him in the on the bottom, not the graveyard. There's a whole cycle of them in Brothers War. What's the black one do from Brothers War? Does anybody know? Because I think you're right, though, because I remember the green one was Blanchwood Prowler or something, which found a land. I don't know what the black one is. I would guess the black one found a creature, but you have 6 cards in hand. What if I just held up second Bowmaster? Oh, it's 4 mana? Oh, fuck that. Ravenous Gigamole. More like Ravenous Giga Chad. ETB, mill 3, put a creature. Yeah, it's 4 mana. Jesus. I'm gonna do this. Wait, I don't have enough cards in the graveyard. Why am I doing this? Oh, no, I have the hollow ones. Right, never mind. So we can go here, I think. Do this. And then I think I'm only going to attack with the army token in case they have Solitude. I guess they might just Solitude this, but we'll see. Let's top that. Green finds lands for 2, white finds 2-drops or plains for 3, and red finds artifacts for 3. So the white one's only 3 mana? That could be reasonable. Do you know the name of it? Because we're just trying to find something else that's good with Ephemerate. Airlift. So 2 and a white, 1/1 flyer, ETB, mill 3. You get a plains or a creature with CMC 3 or less, which finds Psychic Frog. Why not Phoenix on the DRC? I'm trying to diversify my threats a little bit, but it was reasonable. Yeah, it doesn't say basic plane, so you can find duels off of it. And it finds Frog, and it finds Philology. I mean, it's 3 mana, but, like, is it that bad? Maybe it's bad because it costs 3 mana? Rude. We are in danger. Yeah, 3 is so much mana, I agree. I think we have to hold up Bowmasters here. Yeah. Maybe I'm supposed to main phase the Bowmasters. I mean, I think we're just dead, but... Surely they don't have a counterspell in their 5-card hand. No, the Phoenix and the token. Yeah, but I can't attack that turn. Maybe it's still worth it. I was thinking that it didn't matter, because I can't attack anyways, but maybe with them at 6 it was still worth it. Another Wrath. So they go up to 9. I mean, I guess we just want to draw a Phoenix, right? Or a DRC. Oh, well, we drew the DRC. Dodge and chat, it's as simple as that. Thank you for the 2 gifted subs, Sulking. I appreciate that. So, assuming we can keep Delirium, this is lethal, correct? Can I do that? I think I can. Maybe not. Can I? Hold on. How do we keep Delirium? How do we keep Delirium? I have to exile 12 mana worth of cards. So I think what I want to do on the first one is just get rid of 3 Bowmasters, right? Because we already have the other type. Yeah. Like, we already have a creature in the graveyard. That doesn't really help. Leave Phoenix, Bauble, Land, Inquiry, plus Hollow One, 3 Bow. Leave Phoenix, Bauble, Land. Can I leave Phoenix, Bauble, Land? Phoenix, Bauble, Land. And then that would be 6. Artifact, Enchantment, Creature, Land. Oh, that is enough. Yeah, that is enough. Right. So these 2. And we still have Artifact, Enchantment, Creature, Land. Yeah, that is enough. Okay, we're good. We're good. We figured it out. Now, I guess they could have a Solitude in their upkeep to gain 3. But they need a Solitude right now. They go up to 5, down to 2, and then they probably just die. Okay, yeah. What am I sideboarding, by the way? Against Control. Rain of Gore, Thoughtseize. I don't know if that's right, but that's what I'm doing. Oh, I should have had Surgical in, my bad. I think that's how I would build the deck. I like playing more zeros that naturally go to the graveyard. Is kind of like my big selling point there. Gets us a looter found using an early Thoracle to clear lands off the top is good. Yeah, that's fair. That is reasonable. Let me figure out what I want to do here. I'm going to try to high roll the Burning Inquiry. Oh wait, I already have the Burning Inquiry. What am I doing? Besides not paying attention. Oh yeah, there's Endless one too. There's actually more zeros, huh? There's more zeros than I thought. Like, that's how I see the games playing out with this deck, and that's kind of where I wanna like try to build the deck to maximize those draws, if that makes sense. Do I want another Inquiry? I think there's a good chance they counter the first one, so let's keep that. Bauble you. Okay, we know that's on top. Missed it for cutting a couple offers since we'll be low on non-creatures. Right, yeah. So I think the version that I'm discussing would play no offers. I think the way that I would build this would be, like I was saying, 16 zeros, between 16 to 18, right? 4 Fibblethip, 4 Cruise, 4 Song, 4 Amber, no prototype, no offer, maybe like 2 kits, maybe 3 kits of 2 Rona, and then 2 to 3 Thassa's Oracle, and then whatever's left over play lands. I think is where I'm at. But yes, that version would not play offer. We know they drew the discharge and didn't discard it too, which is awkward. So, I mean, I guess we're just going all in, right? I mean, they're going to kill my Channeler. Maybe they should have killed it in response. But does that all make sense? Sulking Assassin? I think that's where... Those are my thoughts. If there was anything else that you wanted to let me know, just, feel free to type in chat. But that's kind of how I envision what's going on there. Yeah, that is true. Is there maybe another way that we could play to filter the top of the deck for when Fibblethip misses? Like some sort of I don't know, self-mill or something along those lines? I mean, I guess the looters, right? The looters are ways to clear the top of the deck. The Kitsus and the Ronas. Because Fibblethip can't clear the top of the deck by itself. And I guess the Cruises, too, is another way to clear the top. They went Narset, Reveal, Supreme Verdict. Well, Narset's really good against me, huh? Shit. Okay, well, I think here's my plan. I'm just going to go Nethergoyf, double Bestow. So, the problem with Otherworldly Gaze is... what was I going to say? The problem with Otherworldly Gaze is that you can't, if you have it on top, you can plot it, but you can't cast it, which is, I think, a little awkward, but maybe it's, not that big of a deal. Also, by the way, I'm ignoring Narset. Because I think I have to in order to win this game. Wait, did I just shrink my Nethergoyf? Hold on. I thought I was going to be 9. Creature, sorcery. No, I already have creature, sorcery. Okay, we're good. Oh, well, that's not good. No enchantment. I didn't exile an enchantment, though. Oh, right, the Phoenix. Yeah, okay. Alright, maybe I should have killed the Narset. I mean, they would have just solituded anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered, but... Pixis Pandemonium to exile, top card of both libraries. Too narrow. I'd rather just play more looters at that point. Kits or Rhoda, I think, are the good ways to do it. I will say that using Offer to drop Fibblethip on turn 2 has been kind of hot. Counter in 0. Reasonable. Yeah, that's reasonable. But I kind of like just playing more creatures. Because, Bonesaw, the issue with Bonesaw is, yeah, you can plot it, but if your goal is to eventually get the Cruise, Bonesaw does not synergize that well with Cruise, is the issue. We're just dead, right? We're just dead. All right, game three. I'll actually board in the Surgicals this time. Bolt out, and... I mean, I don't know. Rain of Gore kind of sucks against them. Let's not do that. Let's just do this. Alright, play first. I mean, I'm going to keep... Need to find a Burning Inquiry, though. Inquiry or Goblin Lore. I'm going to Graveyard it. I know that's kind of weird, but... Really just want to find one of those draw spells. Which we definitely did not. Trying to find the balance between creatures and non-creatures. Yeah. Well, again, like I said, I think you're probably better off just kind of shoving all on the 0/0 creatures because those are much better with Treasure Cruise, and just kind of focusing less on the oh, that's good. I think focusing less on the offer you can't refuse stuff is a better approach. And just kind of shoving it on the creatures and maximizing the zeros, more looters, and then more Fibblethip, and kind of like building around that synergy, if that makes sense. So here's the question. What do we play before the Inquiry? I think it's just land, right? I could play Nethergoyf first. I mean, I have to play the land, right? I can't miss a land drop this turn. I think it's just land, Burning Inquiry. Let's see where that goes. It's definitely not surgical. I mean, I'm just saying. Okay. Could have been worse. Could have been better, but it could have been worse. All right. Oh, that was stupid. I should have hollowed one first in case they have subtlety. Never punished. I don't need a Surgical Wrath, do I? I'm gonna cast Goyf, obviously, but I mean, I guess if I don't Surgical Wrath, they can Wrath the Channeler and the Goyf. Maybe I should. Yeah, I'll Surgical Wrath. I'm gonna do it. Draw step. Yeah, we'll do a draw step. Could there be an Is It Hollow One Narset Burning Inquiry Days Undoing deck? Maybe, but like, is Narset even better than Bowmaster? Like, we're kind of doing the same thing, but with Bowmaster, and I think Bowmaster is just a better way to approach that because it's cheaper. I'm gonna top that. All right, they no longer want to play. I mean, we discarded 2 Hollow Ones and still had a really good turn too, so. I play first. Therapy, thank you for the 6-month resub. Welcome back, Therapy. I mean, not mulling. We didn't come here to mull this hand, right? A couple 1-mana DFC lands might be good enough despite the downside. How did the DFCs work with plot? Like, if I plot a 1-mana DFC, can I play it as a land on a later turn? Or do I have to play it as a spell? I think you have to play it as a spell, right? You couldn't sub while not it was legal? I mean, completely understandable. You know, I don't blame you. Oh no. Wait, I put a Bloodghast into their graveyard. Wait, that's not supposed to happen. That is not supposed to happen. Hold on a second. The Nightmare matchup. Where are my lands? I see. The funny thing about this is I did draw 2 additional lands, but they're not in my hand. I'll tell you that much. They have 2 prized amalgams? Oh my goodness. Oh no. Thanks, Curd Bros. Great day, Curd Bros. Thank you for stopping by. God, we are so dead. Burning Inquiry not great against Bloodghast. This is a tale as old as time itself. Okay, hold on. They're at 17. There's a chance, right? Hold on. Oh my goodness. The one, the only. The one, the only Aspiring Spike. Thank you very, very much for the massive raid. Welcome everybody from Spike Stream. I mean, we had to play some Modern today, you know. Yeah, it appears that there are no instants in the graveyard. We are angry. Why are you angry? I'm happy. Modern is saved. Well, from everything that's not named the One Ring, but I think it's just Goyf plus Phoenix, right? Yeah, it's got to just be Goyf plus Phoenix. And then we can Goyf second Phoenix next turn. We might win this game. Let's go the one from the... Well, no. The one from hand is more damage, right? Yeah, the one from hand is more damage. So, 5 and 1. I mean, it's what? 7 this turn and then 14 next turn? It might just be fine. God, Nethergoyf, this is basically just Splinter Twin. Appreciate all the follows, by the way. Glenn, Homer, Rainer, thank you for the follows. Folks, if you are new to the stream, do me a big favor. Hit that follow button. Would greatly appreciate that. Spike is disappointed because banning cards because they're unfun is BS when you don't ban unfun cards like Ring of Teferi. Have people been asking about a Teferi ban in Modern? I don't think so. Right? The other... Oh, here's a big question. I don't know if Spike talked about this, but one that I've had a lot of people ask today. What's going to happen to... Oh, they found a flyer. That's bad. What's going to happen to Goryo's and Mono Black? We're trying to figure out what those decks look like without Grief. Okay, this is not good. Oh, dude, commentary was so much fun. Wait, they have Wonder? Oh, no. They have all flyers. Wait, they're not supposed to have all flyers. What is this? Fuck. Now what? I'm at 12? I mean, this would have been fine if they didn't hit the Wonder, right? We would have been totally fine. Just destroy their islands. I mean, they have 2 of them, right? Do I have a lethal line? I don't think so, right? I'm close. I can go Nethergoyf, Bestow, Dart, kill the supplier in the Amoeba, but they still have 1 blocker, right? I know they can't block with Bloodghast, but the crab can still block. Goryo's is fine, just play 4 frogs and 3 to 4 fawn. So I think Goryo's will still be a good deck, right? But the question that we're asking is it worth playing Ephemerate now that you don't have Grief? You know? Like, I understand Ephemerate is still really good with Atraxa, but if you don't have Griefs, like, what else are you doing with your Ephemerates? I think that's the big question you have to ask. Oh, man. Yeah, I mean, you still have the Philology Archaeologist, too, so there's stuff you can do. I don't know what to do here. I don't know. Goyf, Phoenix, Dart, Chump Block, takes 7, go to 5. And then the other problem is they still have blockers next turn, because they still have the Wonder. What if I play defense? What if I just go Bloodstained Mire, Goyf Phoenix, Goyf Bestow the new Goyf Pass? And then I can block both Amalgams. If I take the other line, where I go Goyf, Phoenix, Dart, they chump block, take 7, go to 5. How many chills do they have left? 1 chill. They still have 2 chills left. Because then the issue there is, right, I go kill, they lose this. They still have 2 blockers, even at 5 life, right? I guess I could draw a bolt to kill one of them? I don't know. But they still have a lot of Narcomoebas, too, is the problem. This is really tough. Do I die next turn if I go fetch to 11, kill, block? They have 6, 7, 8. I died a 1 chill. What's the power of Goyf after Bestow? Oh, I guess that's a good question, right? Right, I have to exile a bunch of shit from my graveyards. That's not even good. Yeah, we actually probably can't do that. So you know what I maybe have to do is just go... Alright, I'm going to do something weird. I'm just going to do this. I'm going to try to get them to, like, commit to an attack. And I can maybe go block, kill, take 5. I don't know. I'm not sure yet. I might play Pioneer tomorrow. I haven't decided. Notoriously Biggs, thank you very much for the 4-month resub. What to play for an upcoming RCQ? Well, I mean, I would recommend playing Boros, but it's maybe not the most fun suggestion. But that would be my suggestion. Yeah, I know it can only block 1. Okay, that has haste. Oh, I didn't realize they had 3 Vengevines. Okay, all right. The disaster matchup. Who would win, Burning Inquiry or Vengevine? I'll tell you what, it's not. It's definitely not the Burning Inquiry deck. I'll tell you that much. Mill with mainboard bridges. I mean, isn't that just standard Mill? When have they not main deck bridge? Nah, Gore is not good against them. I mean, I don't know. I guess Gore does stop Creeping Chill, right? That can't be worth it, though. What are my thoughts on Living End now that Grief is gone? Probably not very good. I think, honestly, if you... Of the Grief decks, right? Mono Black, Living End, Goryo's, I think of those 3 decks, the one that probably lost the most was Living End. Which is kind of weird to say, but yeah, Living End, I think Living End more so than the other 2. Just because it's just... The fact that you get to... the fact that you just get the Grief, their interaction, or their sideboard cards, just, you know... It's not as... I think it's way more pivotal to the Living End decks than it is the Goryo's or the Mono Black decks. Kind of hope they just kept a hand that's like all in on Landline, and we rip second Hollow One here. And also not discard the Hollow Ones. Alright, well, we kept 1. We did discard 1, though, but I'll take it. I'll take 1 for 1. It's a fine exchange. Oh, no, now they can hit an Archamoeba. Not like this. Not like this, .gif. Leyline is kind of strange, isn't it? Is it, though? No, I think that's normal for these decks. I mean, I don't know who determines what stock CrabVine is. Make Rhinos great again. The issue with Rhinos is the mana base. It's very, very difficult to... Like, basically, I tried to make Rhinos good, but I think the problem for me with Rhinos is that... Ooh, that's nice. I think the issue for me with Rhinos was that... like, it's hard to get the mana base where you need to be, because you want to be able to Lorien for Breeding Pool, but then you have to, like, Breeding Pool, Island, Forest with Flage. It just doesn't really line up that well is the issue. So here, we could go Bowmaster plus Burning Inquiry. But I'm not actually sure what that accomplishes. So I think what I'm actually going to do is pass. And then try to draw a second Bowmaster next turn. Like, it's a lot better if I have a second Bowmaster, you know? Kills their dude. Not if they discard permanents. If they just make this thing bigger off the Burning Inquiry, then it doesn't do anything, right? Maybe it's still worth going for it. I think there's a place for Taxes or Stoneblade. If Big Man is a thing, you have a good amount of land destruction. You know what's kind of funny? I did commentary for Energy this weekend, and I was watching a Legacy Death and Taxes match, and I saw that the Legacy player had this 5-mana equipment. I don't remember the name of it, but it was... Maybe Chat can remember the name of it. It was a 5-mana equipment, and when it ETBs... I think it's like ETB, you attach it to a creature, and then it destroys target creature. It's like something Blade from ACR. Yeah, no, not the formal wear, the Blade. And then I was wondering if, like, maybe there's a way that you can play that Blade in Modern, you know? Yeah, Phantom Blade, that's the one. I don't know if I should be going upstairs, but... They have a 9-10, and I have an 8-8. Okay, I'll just pass. But now we can draw Bolt. I did draw the second Bowmasters, by the way, which is pretty funny. Yeah, so I'm wondering if there's like some sort of white-black Death in Taxes deck, because Stoneforge for Phantom Blade is kind of sick. Oh, here was the other interaction of the Death in Taxes deck. So here's the thing, right? You have Aether Vial, you have Recruiter of the Guard, and then what you also have is the Legacy versions are playing Emperor of Bones. And what you do is you go Recruiter for Emperor of Bones, and then Emperor of Bones works with Solitude. You just go pitch cast Solitude, kill their thing, and then Emperor of Bones back the Solitude, which you're going to be playing black for Phantom Blade anyways. So, like, yeah, Felia, Blink, Phantom Blade, like, there might be something there. I kind of never thought about Phantom Blade as, like, just a thing that you can... I just didn't even realize it was a card until this weekend. But it's kind of cool. Stoneforge getting Aegis. What's the wording on Aegis? No, because don't they get their thing back after they kill the Aegis? Well, the blade is different because it just destroys the creature, right? They have 3 blockers. So I think they're just dead to Phoenix, right? Did I miscount? Oh god, did I miscount? Wait, I miscounted, hold on. They got a 1. Shit. Maybe they won't figure it out. Why not just cast the lore? Because I'm stupid! I'm stupid, alright? I'm big stupid. I forgot, okay? I thought it was lethal. My bad, I thought it was lethal. It, in fact, was not lethal. Congratulations, you played yourself. I deserve that one, alright. We're on the draw. I'll draw Red Source. Disbands, what do you think about the best deck in the format? I mean, the best deck is certainly going to be Energy. That is public enemy number 1, for sure. Is it Mill, or have we located the only 2 CrabVine players in existence? Imagine back-to-back CrabVine. Surely it's Mill, right? Maybe I'm supposed to bolt the crab there. I'm greedy, though. If there's only 2 CrabVine players, it's Mill. That's true, you're the other one. Alright, Mill confirmed then. No hollow ones spotted. Alright, Mill confirmed. We do have 2 Goblin Lores, though. Although I'm probably going to play Bowmaster first. Uh-oh. Milled a Lava Dart. Not sure if this matchup is good. I would imagine no, but I have no idea. I mean, you're only saying that because you're a Mill player. Non-Mill players wouldn't say that, you know. How many ley lines? Mill does not play ley line, okay. Alright, 07s for the Phoenix. I mean, I probably should start bolting the crabs. I'm just dead, right? We can't win this game. I'm glad you noticed, Azrael. I specifically bought retro Blood Crypts for this stream and this stream only. Although that is one thing, I've been buying a lot more retro Shocklands. I have Steam Vents in paper for, which is a good purchase, by the way, because now I can actually still play Phoenix in DC. I wasn't sure after today's announcement. I wasn't sure if I was going to be allowed to register Phoenix anymore, but thankfully I am, which is nice. They said in chat, sorry about being your Mill opponent. It's all good. It's all good. If 1 card in hand. I mean, I think the only... I have no idea. I was going to say the only way I win this game is Bolt, but I'm not even sure that's true. I think I probably can't afford to let them have a fetch land. I'm gonna fetch main phase too. I'm just gonna hope I have a fetchable. Okay, we got fetchables. Alright, your turn. So if they have fetch land, we go to 12 cards. Okay, it's only a regular land. Their last card might be Tasha's. Alright, how many hollow ones? No! Alright, dead. Alright, I've realized that this is not a winnable matchup. Completely unwinnable. I'm gonna board in, I guess, this stuff? I don't even know. What if I board in Charmaw? Alright, 65 it is. If Clasm was something that killed the O3 crab, I'd be more interested, but I think the fact that it doesn't kill the O3 is tough. Alright, I'm just gonna keep this in high roll. I'm gonna keep the Bauble in hand, I think. Alright, I will simply draw 3 hollow ones and discard none of them. Actually, none of that happened. As a matter of fact, none of that happened. Okay, that's bad. Did I draw them into 2 traps? No, 1 trap. Okay, grab's on top. My hand really did not improve, huh? It turns out that was not the best idea. Okay, hang on a minute. Sanity, Drown, Archive Trap. I don't care about any of those cards, I think. Why not play Goyf? It's worse if they have Fatal Push. And again, like, I think, here's the issue. I think this matchup is so bad that I just wanted to try to high roll a turn 1 hollow one. But it's possible that was incorrect. Alright, I'm going to Thoughtseize them. I mean, we have double Thoughtseize Surgical. Like, it could be reasonable. Wait, this is kind of perfect, right? I can take Crab, and then Surgical Drown. That's what I'm doing. I found it out. Yeah, take all of their cards. Okay, I mean, we have an out, right? And then their hand is just Fatal Push, Field of Ruin. All right, we're cooking. We're cooking. Chat, we have found the line. That's bad. So their last card's Fatal Push. I guess I could have Surgical Draw Step. Where were you last turn? And by that I mean 2 turns ago. Alright. Go, I guess? Yeah, pass. Hold. Don't draw a land, please. Okay, they're passing. They're passing. Hold on. Hold on a minute. We are not dead. I repeat, we are not dead. How big are the Pioneer Bands? So the Pioneer Bands are big, but the problem is I don't think they're big enough. The big issue I have with the Pioneer Bands is, okay, here's the thing. I think it's fantastic that they decided to ban a card from Vampires and a card from Amalia, but the big issue is I really am just a little bit skeptical that it's enough. Hold on a second, let me just make sure. It's good. Yeah, I'm just a little bit skeptical that it's actually enough because they didn't ban a card from Phoenix, and I don't really understand why they didn't, you know? You want to take as many cards as possible with your Bestow to turn off visions. I did not think about that. That's a good idea. I didn't even consider that. I should have got a mountain. Why did I get a mountain? Because now I can't double Phoenix. I'm stupid. Why did I get a swamp? Not hitting Nykthos is egregious. I mean, I think not hitting Phoenix is way more egregious than not hitting Nykthos. This one? 5, 6. Look, we just had the conversation about exiling more cards for visions, but here's the problem. It takes too long, and I'm lazy. All right? Don't worry about it. They just won't draw visions. It's fine. That's fine. I'm okay with that. Could have gone to 19. Look, I could have done a lot of different things, okay? All right, but I didn't. Anyways, yeah, I don't understand, man. I really, really don't understand the Pioneer bans. I think they're fantastic. I made a video about how to fix Pioneer a couple of days ago. For those of you who haven't checked out the video, go check it out on YouTube. And subscribe to the YouTube while you're there. But I had this discussion about Pioneer where if you look at the format, right, the metagame right now is 65% is concentrated between 3 decks. Amalia, Vampires, Phoenix. And now, granted, most of that, more than half of that is Vampires. But I just don't understand why you would hit 2 of the 3 best decks and not hit the other one. Like, it's very, very clear that Phoenix is still in the same category as the other 2 decks, and it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Like, I don't understand what the point of that was. Like, what's their vision for Pioneer, you know? I'm a little indifferent on hitting something from Mono Green just because we haven't really seen the deck put up a lot of results lately, so I'm hit or miss on Mono Green. Like, I could take it or leave it kind of thing, but alright, I'm not going to high roll this time. I'm going to play a little bit safe. Graveyard that, do this. I don't like that many crabs. Lotus Field is back. Alright, Lotus Field is fantastic. Basically, I think that the RC metagame is going to be... It's essentially just boiled down to dual decks Phoenix versus Lotus. So here would be my recommendation for people that are playing in the regional championship in DC. Your song request got denied. I probably just didn't see it. I'll get in a second. My recommendation for DC would be play Phoenix Mirrors and figure out how to beat Lotus Field with Phoenix. That's all you really have to do. All right. Apparently there was a song request that I missed. Let me see. Oh, there is one from Waterfalls too. All right, I will get both of them. I apologize, Waterfalls. All right, so this is the one from Waterfalls. Did you find an... Or is this the same one? And then Hilariouses will be after this. You guys really love to request things when I have like 100 things going on, you know? Just keep me on my toes. I appreciate it. All right, give me a Street Wraith, please. We're going to need some lands. I'm going to need some lands. I have not located the lands. I found one land. Okay, that's bad. Norwegian, thank you for the 31-month resub. Welcome back, Norwegian. Yeah, I just turned on the green screen today. I don't know why, I just kind of felt like it. Free the Fae, Mill 4 Phoenix, untap, cast 3 cantrips, hit for 12. Oh, is that the plan to beat Phoenix? Or the plan to beat Lotus Field? Alright. Look, they wanted it more, okay? They simply have just chosen to want it more. Crypt Incursion? Brother. Okay. That did not go super well. We should have 3-2'd. I did definitely miss lethal that last game against the CrabVine deck. I don't know. Deck was interesting. I didn't play super well, but cool deck. It's just like, I don't know, the problem I've always had with decks like this, and that's just kind of the nature of them, is they're extremely high RNG. I mean, you saw in those games, there was plenty of spots where we just discarded 2 hollow ones to our Burning Inquiry, and there's just not really a lot you can do about that. So, I mean, I would recommend if you're good at gambling, then good deck, but otherwise, maybe not. Anyways, if you're watching us on YouTube, like, subscribe, comment. See you guys in the next one. Bye, YouTube!